Hi. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this channel yet, but I do know I want to keep trying new things. So the concept I want to explore for this week's video is meaningful relationships. So how do you accomplish meaningful relationships? You find friends, loved ones, family, significant others, and have deep conversations about love, life, and happiness. So on the pilot episode of this, and maybe I'll call this concept 10 questions, me and the lovely Christine, she's over here, we're gonna go on a date tonight and ask each other 10 questions. Let's just see how it goes. And if you guys like this content and this is gonna become a real YouTube thing, please subscribe, comment.
Smash that like button.
Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. So question number 1, how did we meet?
Well, we met on OkCupid. The first time we met in person was at Shabu Shabu Bar in Santa Ana. I was with Diane when she was trying on her wedding dress. So I told you to be there a little earlier because I didn't think it'll be that long. But then I ended up being late.
You were maybe like 3rd or 4th in my list of people to talk to.
Don't remind me.
But you messaged me first. My screen name on OkCupid was KBBQ and Boba. What was your name?
Love Me Tender.
I do remember when we first started chatting that both of us were into slick deals, we're into YouTube. We watched a lot of YouTube at the time.
Clash Royale.
Clash Royale was one of the first things that connected us.
And Korean barbecue and boba.
And Korean barbecue and boba.
Which you never took me on. You never took me on like in the first few dates.
That's true.
Question number 2. What was your first impression of me?
I do vividly remember that you were late, even though you told me to arrive early. And I sat there next to a Chipotle wondering, like, where is this girl? I was looking at every car. And then eventually you drove up in your van. As you drove by, you're looking around, just sort of lost. And what I do remember was you in your little black backpack that you always wore, and you sort of waddled towards me like a duck. That's what I do remember from my first impression.
My first impression of you physically was you wore your famous blue shirt, a 3/4 quarter shirt that you always wear.
Yeah.
What I remember was that you were a pretty nice person. You were a little serious. Well, I tried to joke with you, but you didn't really relay it back that much.
Yeah, I was reserved. I'm always reserved at first.
Yeah, you were pretty reserved. Like, you were kind of serious. So on the first date, I thought you were okay. It wasn't love at first sight or anything, but I still thought you were really nice. But the second date was when we clicked. You attempted to kiss me on the first date, and I was like, what is this? No thanks.
Question number 3. What is your favorite experience that we shared?
I think one of my favorite ones that I always like come back to, I think about, was when I faked having a really bad earache. And I ditched work for like...
I do remember that weekend.
Yeah. Okay. This is like when we first started dating.
Yeah, and we met John and Helen for the first time.
Yeah, at the Lake Forest Taste Festival. I did have an ear infection, but I faked that it was really, really serious.
Just to spend all weekend with me?
Yeah, I think I ditched for like 3 days or something.
I think so.
I discovered that you were like really caring, and you took really good care of me, and I thought you were really sweet.
Yeah, we were in Portland, and we were visiting for Shauna and Fred's wedding. And it was your birthday as well, so I booked 5 days in Portland without any plan or itinerary. That experience, by just having nothing to do but to spend time with you and figure out what to do together, that was a testament to like how we just work. Super small room, super cold weather.
Yeah.
But I do remember that trip, and I'm looking forward to more trips with you.
So, what is your favorite part of my personality, and what's your least favorite part? Be honest. Don't be shy.
Okay.
You already put a ring on it.
So my favorite part of your personality is how down to earth you are, how carefree you are. You don't take things seriously when I often do. I feel like you're a kid at heart, which actually amplifies my own inner child. And my least favorite part, and you know this, is that you're always late. That's important to me just because time is my most valuable asset. So when you're wasting like even 10-15 minutes of my time, I just get grumpy and upset, and I don't mean to. I think that's the one thing I wish I would change.
I don't know if I have one favorite part. Like, I love all of you. well, most of you, and that like we mesh together so well. Like you're my yin to my yang.
Yeah,
like we
that's
balance each other out. If I would have to say your personality, I would say how caring and sweet you are, and how intelligent you are. Whenever you talk about something that you're passionate about or that you know, I'm just like, oh, this is smart. And what's my least favorite part about you is that you have a very short fuse. My New Year's resolution that I set for you was to be less grumpy. Or your mom says it, less gang. I'll try to make it on time.
And I'll try to be less grumpy.
And you'll try to be less grumpy
short-tempered.
and less short-tempered.
So question number 5. What is your best moment this year?
My best moment this year, I would have to say, when we got engaged. It's not just the engagement itself, because I ain't even gonna ask. I like the things leading up to the engagement. I remember I knew I wanted to marry you so early on. At one time, when I accidentally, I was so embarrassed, called myself your wife, or that one day you came home drunk and you told me that you told all your friends on the boat that you were gonna marry me, or that prepare for our wedding this year or something.
Yeah, this was after one of the infamous Alex boat birthday parties. I'll agree that my favorite moment is also the proposal. I think we kicked off.
Oh yeah, and I love that you taped it so that we can watch it again.
Yeah. The proposal was a culmination of like a lot of planning and producing and thinking that there's no way I can make this perfect, so I'm just gonna do it. Filming it like every other day, having it almost live streamed on Twitch by accident, that was fun. Our proposal was definitely the best moment of the year for me too.
Don't lie. What else? Numero 6. What do you hope to achieve by the time you're 50? Which isn't long for you.
I've actually started making some notes on things I want to do before I'm 50 and into retirement. I think a lot of these things are hard to do because you think about, oh, you can never do this, you can never do that. But when I think about the long game, I can do all these things. I want to write a book. I really think every human being has a book in them somewhere. I don't know what it's going to be about, but I have lots of ideas. I also want to build and release an app. I think I have some creative ideas about what that could be, but I gotta spend time and build it. I want to make a game. Growing up, being a gamer and being a gamer now, I think a lot of us have the dream and the vision to like make a game one day. I want a semi-successful YouTube channel. I'm having fun doing this, and hopefully others can learn and be inspired by the content that I do make. And last but not least, I want to be able to solve a Rubik's Cube in under 10 seconds.
Not to be a good dad?
Oh, that's easy, I guess.
By the time...
It's like 30 years from now for you.
By the time I'm 50, I would like to master my British accent. Like I've always been a business person. I don't like working for a company. Invest in real estate. Boba shop has always been a dream of mine. I just want to franchise a couple of businesses that I can be passive investor for, and of course have a lot of time to take care of babies and learn how to cook. I've been talking a lot about is financial independence, and we're really passionate about it. To save and invest and all that stuff, it gets me really excited. So
Me too, actually.
yeah, like
Question number 7. When was the last time you completely immerse yourself in something?
what I'm immersing myself with right now, I feel like planning this wedding. Like I got everything done within like 3 months of the wedding. I booked all the vendors. I took care of, hair, makeup, photographer. So I feel like I'm set. I'm free. I just have like 6 months just to plan the little details. Yeah, so I'm not stressed out at all. And I'm not being a bridezilla or
Not
anything.
yet.
Not yet.
For me, I think this answer is pretty obvious of my recent fanaticism about speed cubing. I think I found something that I can get lost into and learn more. If you guys haven't watched my other video, go watch my other video.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell. I think the secondary passion is actually like this, like building whatever this
Content.
channel is going to be, creating content, possibly inspiring and moving others to do something a little bit different with their lives.
It gives us a memory that we can actually view and look back upon, Like pictures are cool, but when I watch our vlog videos of the Portland trip
Oh yeah, you do love our
Vegas,
vlogs.
yeah, it's like, oh, we did that, or it just gives you like reliving it again. Question 8. How would your life be different if I was never a part of it?
Before I met you, I was okay with not being married. I was okay with not having kids. I didn't want those things anymore for some reason. If I hadn't realized that you were my soulmate and that you were perfect for me, then I probably would still be a single bachelor. If I wasn't in your life, how would your life be?
A lot better. You were a catalyst for a lot of things that I wanted to do but never did. I grew up with immigrant parents. No one taught me anything. I had to kind of learn everything myself. I'm kind of the first one in my family to do anything, and that's kind of hard. I have a lot of ideas and I want to do a lot of things, but I'm just too scared to do anything. But you kind of are the catalyst to push me to do things, you know? Like I've always wanted to vlog or do YouTube for fun.
Question 9. How have your priorities changed over time?
My priorities before meeting you was work. But ever since I met you, I've been ditching work like crazy. Traveling's important to me now. Spending time with friends, family. Like work is like 3rd in my list now, you know? And it's not as important. So how has your priorities changed?
As I was growing up, whether it's high school, college, career, I always thought of myself as an overachiever, meaning I've always wanted to be the best I could be at. In my 20s and even late 20s, I had this goal to just grind and make as much money as possible and be successful in my career. I think I've accomplished that. I think I'm good at my job. I think I'm a good leader. I've gotten older. I've reprioritized what's important to me. While the career and the impact I make to the company is important still, I think my purpose now is to impact the people, to be a good leader, to be a good mentor, to inspire others, to teach others the wrong and right ways of how to lead their lives and careers. I have shifted my entire focus to really think about how important family is, how important friendships are, how to make sure I make them meaningful and give them enough time.
I've seen how happy it makes you when you come home and tell me stories of how the people that you manage come to you, seek you out for advice, and, you know, how to solve their problems and stuff.
Yeah, that is.
You get really happy.
That is the best part of my day.
Last question, number 10. What moment sparks a smile to your face when you think about it?
The week we got engaged.
Okay.
When we got our families together to have dinner.
Oh my God!
No.
Yes.
Okay, let me finish my story, then you can tell you.
Okay.
Seafood Cove. I think I was just like talking to my nieces or nephew, and then I caught like this look in your eye. And I'm like, it's like this girl's in love with me or something. She's gonna tell me something later. Lo and behold, later that night you told me, I think I fell in love with you all over again tonight. And I'm like, that just made my heart melt. And thinking of that makes me just smile instantly. And it's my goal between now and our wedding to make that type of feeling happen at least one more time. That'll prove to me that we're meant to be. If it doesn't happen though, wedding's off. Wedding's off.
My answer is the same thing. Just seeing both our families being together, I felt like our family was like a cohesive, like bonding unit. Not just my family, your family.
It's our family.
It feels like
It's our family.
Our family.
Yeah.
Seeing you interact with them, oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
It's okay. It's okay. This is only going on YouTube. It's okay.
I know, but like, you know, just seeing you interact with your family and my family and how we're just like all getting along and stuff. It's just like, I looked over and I gave you
Oogly eye.
oogly enamored eyes or whatever. And I was like, you know, I'm happy. Like, I want to marry this. And then like, you know, that moment, like, it makes me smile. But, yeah. Bye. Peace out.
Bye. Hope you enjoyed that.